What's good, Black Star React fam? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Y'all, today we're gonna be looking at a video from Anton. Now, this particular video is kind of funny because this sister said that she won't date any black men who's dated white women, which is kind of funny because they expect us to date them after they've dated white men. Yeah, the shit don't make sense. Let's get it.
For saying, woman, I need you to come to the front. I have a question. Am I crazy for saying I will not date a black man that dates white women? And I'm not saying like you can have never dated a white woman. I'm just saying if you continuously date white women more than you date black women, I don't want to date you. And I feel like I've run into this issue my entire life. Like I went to a PWI. I grew up in like a white suburban area. Like I am very familiar with black men that want to date white women. But through my experiences and seeing the patterns that I see from black men that date white women, I just know that that's not for me. Like the characteristics of that type of man is not the man that I see being my partner. And I like try not to stereotype people or like put them in a box because I truly don't think that all black men that date white women or like have a preference of white women are this way. I'm just saying I've noticed it enough for it to be an issue with me. And like, I just have noticed that those men tend to be uncomfortable in their blackness. They tend to be a little bit more insecure. I typically intimidate them, which
Oh god, here we go again. Sisters, let's get this shit straight. So y'all can hear from black men. We don't give a shit about you quote unquote intimidating us because y'all don't. Y'all may think that bullshit, oh, most educated, independent shit, y'all think that shit intimidates men? It don't. The only thing that it does is it kind of makes us aggravated. Cause y'all think that that's the only thing y'all can stand on. We don't give a shit about your damn education. We don't give a shit about your accomplishments. Most of y'all got a stank ass attitude that nobody want to fucking deal with. That's the problem. Y'all don't get that. So miss us with that bullshit. Nobody's intimidated by y'all.
I don't really understand because I'm like so nice.
So therein lies the issue: is that she don't think that they black enough, and more importantly, she feels like she's inferior, and so now she's projecting that onto other people as to why it is that she not available for these guys. Because I don't even think that it's more or less about whether or not she's choosing not to date them. I think that they're choosing not to date her, and she's feeling some type of way about it. But let's continue into it.
And I also just noticed that like they don't really respect women, not even just black women. They specifically disrespect black women more, but like they don't typically respect women at all. And that's definitely not the kind of person I'm interested in dating. So I want to know from other black women, is this crazy to say? Like, is this a crazy standard to have? Because I've always been like this. I've always said I refuse to date a black man that dates white women, but I don't know. Maybe
I'm amazed at these women that never want to be stereotyped, that says that black women get the worst end of the stick, but then at the same time, that's what they do subconsciously and consciously. They stereotype other men as though they have a whole lot of choices. Because if you was a wife or you was a person that people seen as wifeable, whether it be your personality, your attitude, your disposition, or how you choose to treat other people, then you would be a wife. And you only need to find one great person. So to discriminate a person based off of, or to complain about discrimination based off of whether or not a person is dating other people or is open to dating other people, is insane to me. Is 100% insane to me. But then again, nothing is logical in today's day and age. And the fact that she said that she wanted a partner instead of saying she wanted a husband is also very telling, because most people that choose for themselves choose wrong. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Most people that choose for themselves, they choose wrong. They can't control themselves. They always go for what they think somebody is going to do instead of going for character. Because if a person, listen, if you get to the point where a person actually says, yo, I want to go out with you, I'm interested in you, I want to have a conversation with you, then that means that they like you. If they like you, then that means that you can overcome most situations as far as all of the little details of stuff that you think is different from you. How they eat their food, what their preferences is, and how they challenge. People evolve over time and they become better versions of themselves.
And I can agree with that. But here's the thing, though. The way that a lot of women, a lot of black women specifically, think when they see a black man dating a lot of white women, they think that, oh, black men prefer white women instead of actually looking at the fact that the problems in the black community is the reason why these men are starting to date out. They don't ever want to have that thought process and have that they don't want to think about it like that. They think, oh, she's lighter skin or she's white, she's a better choice. They believe that they're a better choice instead of actually looking at the fact that a lot of these women, a lot of these sisters have a attitude problem and they think that they're superior to every other woman just because they're quote unquote or just because they're quote unquote more educated, which is a bunch of bullshit. Even her, she's trying to use it as brothers disliking black women instead of actually looking at the fact that there's problems with sisters. There's problems in the community. They don't think about it like that. And the problem with this is this. They never want to actually have that honest conversation about things. They never want to have that honest conversation. The only conversation they want to have is, oh, black men date outside the race. They're sellouts or they're bums or something like that. They always want to use that. They never want to actually have that honest conversation about what's really going on. And to me, it's quite funny because they sit there and praise a black woman that dates a white man and discriminate against a black man that dates a white woman, which is kind of funny to me. If you're gonna have that same standard, if you're gonna have that standard for a black woman that dates a white man, at least let it be vice versa. Stop being biased. Anyways, like, share, subscribe to the channel, support the podcast, Spotify.com. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.